Welcome back, everybody. Welcome to 2026. Welcome to a brand new season of the Teacup for One Oscar Movie Marathon. My name is Matt, and I have 2 degrees, and we are back. If this is your first time joining us, essentially what it is over the weeks between now and when the Oscars happen, we are going to be getting together once a week to talk about one of the films nominated. Most of them are Best Picture nominees, with the exception of one, because we usually try to throw in an animated feature. And honestly, I want an excuse to see why people like K-pop Demon Hunters, but we'll get there. So for tonight, we are kicking off the season strong with the Wicked of this year, is my personal opinion on how this movie fits into Oscar season. Tonight, we are talking about Guillermo del Toro's Frankenstein or whatever. And yeah, Wicked wasn't nominated. I haven't made a statement on this controversy yet. Not that anyone's asking for it, but my statement, which I posted to my Facebook that only friends and family, yeah, on there, yeah, could see, was Wicked for Good received all the Oscar nominations it deserved. That's the tea cup for one. But anyway, I'm excited to dive into this year's Oscar season. We've got a lot of really fun movies lined up. I haven't seen that many of them. I'm curious about them, but we'll get there. Let's see who we have in the chat today. We have Sabrina, my cat. She doesn't like monsters, but she's going to watch our show. Eliza, my other cat, is here. Eliza, fun fact, watched this movie with me last night. She didn't actually fall asleep. Her attention went in and out. Sometimes when things happened, she looked at the screen. Other times she just looked away. I think she liked the guttural growling sound. So that's my thought. She likes monsters because she's kind of a monster. And then we have my mother. Hello. Thank you for your patronage, Martha. All right, let's bring in our first guest for tonight. It's Lauren, everybody.
Hi, Lauren. Hello. How are you?
New Year. I'm good. How are you?
I'm good.
You're good. So,
finally, at last.
What's that? Sorry.
I said finally at last.
Finally at last. I know. I'm so glad. I'm so glad we're back. Lauren, what are your thoughts on Wicked not getting nominated?
Betrayed, bewildered. I'm telling you. Okay. Whether it deserved best film or not is up for argument, but I at least feel like it should have gotten nomination for best costume and production design, especially since Avatar Fire and Ash was nominated for best costume. I'm like, what?
I am of two minds there, because I don't want to take away the work that was done by the costume designer for Avatar. Just it was all animated. Someone still designed it, but also, what did that movie give us that Way of Water didn't? Which is it's also my argument for why I don't think Wicked necessarily deserved a nomination, because I think all of that was honored with last year's Oscars, and Paul Tazwell won for costumes. But I don't know. My biggest regret, as though I can have a regret, I'm not in charge of anything, but the saddest thing for me with Wicked for Good not being nominated is that there was no excuse to do a show talking about it. Maybe I still will one day. We'll see. But anyway, let's bring in our next guest. Look, everyone, it's Jeanette.
Hello.
Yay.
Jeanette, what are your thoughts on Wicked for Good not getting nominated?
I never watched it, and that says everything I need to say about that.
And now you have no reason to.
I'm telling you, you guys are like hurting me.
It's not because I hate it. It's just because I literally don't dislike it. I just feel like I've seen the play and I saw the first part of this movie, and therefore I've seen this movie. That's how I felt about that. And I didn't feel like it deserved necessarily my cinema bucks. That's where I went with that. That said, I did go see Osgood Perlman's The Keeper, which was good, but I don't know that I needed to see it at theater.
I don't know what that is.
Yeah, I don't know.
It was a horror film. But I'm basically saying at the same time that Wicked was out, I don't know that I spent my cinema bucks wisely either, but I did go see something. So
that's fair. Yeah, when Wicked was out, I went very much out of my way to get to see it. Like, I was on an island that where I was, I had no car and didn't have a movie theater. I had to bribe someone to drive me like an hour to the nearest theater to see it. Wow. And I was convinced it would be worth it. And it was, because I saw it, but like, Not worth it to the point where I was forming a plan to take like a $200 cab ride to see it again. I didn't do that the next day.
I just realized I said Osgood Perlman. It's Osgood Perkins, who is the son of Anthony Perkins. Just FYI.
Oh,
That's
okay.
why I said Perlman, and I was like, why did I say that? It's Perkins. It's Anthony Perkins' son.
I thought you meant he's not Perlman for some reason.
Speaking of psychos, we
Yeah.
have Vince, everybody.
Hey, what's
looking
happening,
sharp,
team?
Vince.
It's good to be back. Thank you. Move over, Hitchcock. It's time for Oscars.
Yeah.
How many Oscars did Hitchcock win? I don't know. We'll resume that marathon one day.
I say 0.
One day.
No, he won.
Is it 0?
He
No.
must have won a few.
I don't know.
Won a few. I don't know. Vince, what are your thoughts on Wicked for
Oh,
Good
no.
getting snubbed?
Oh man, would you say it got snubbed? Look, I never liked Act 2 of the play. It's like the Act 1 is so strong that Act 2 is a really tough. It's a tough act to follow, and I feel the same way about Wicked as I do about The Hobbit. There's one film too many. Hobbit could have done it in 2 movies. With Wicked, you could have done it in 1. I think, but
Yep.
I don't know, 1.5, maybe a mini series. I don't know. Like the first movie was the first movie, and it's a tough act to follow.
It is. I think there's going to be a lot of fan edits. Some of them I know are already in the works.
Yeah. The Topher Grace cut of Wicked.
What's the Topher Grace cut?
Oh well, it's like Topher Grace. He like put forth this theory a while ago that if you edit the Star Wars prequels into a single film of like 2 hours, you'll have a great movie. And there is a great movie in there. So
I don't disagree with that
I don't
theory.
disagree
That
with
sounds.
Yeah.
So if you ever feel like going down that rabbit hole one day, there's like a million different Topher Grace cuts of the prequel trilogy online,
That's incredible. I love
which
that.
is my favorite way to consume the prequels now.
Interesting.
Yeah.
That does sound
I
good.
know that there are people
Yeah.
who are doing Oz supercuts with both Wicked films and 1939 Wizard of Oz. And I'm interested to see how those go. Because my take on this fandom is that I don't believe that, like, they are not canon to each other. And so I don't understand when people make arguments that they are.
Much agreed there.
Nah.
That annoys me when people are like, this isn't in Wizard of Oz. I'm like, because it's not Wizard of Oz.
It's not Wizard of Oz. It
Exactly.
couldn't be Wizard of Oz.
And they're like, but there's a green witch. And I'm like, well.
Okay. You don't yell at Huey, Dewey, and Louie, do you?
Yeah.
What?
They don't.
Although I am surprised
They're cartoon.
how much they took from the Wizard of the film Wizard of Oz, because the book is very different from the movie.
I'm dying to read the book after all the things, like, all this hype has done has made me want to read the book, and I will do that. Like, now everybody's like,
Which one? This
terrifying,
one or
it's
this
so
one?
nasty and grotesque, and I'm like, cool, I'm going to read it.
Oh, this
It's
one.
awesome.
I
It's
was
not
talking
that it's
about the
nasty and
Wonderful Wizard of
grotesque. It's
Oz.
that this book is so dense. It is so
Yeah.
difficult to make your
Cool.
way through in a way that where you can understand what's being said. I've tried reading it and failed. I've tried listening to the audiobook and failed.
Wow.
It's just, Gregory Maguire is living the high life because he came up with a very good concept and fun character names.
Yeah.
And that's what we're all sold on. And it's not fair to say, I guess maybe the book is good. I'll never know.
Yeah.
But anyway, speaking of good books that turned into movies, welcome to Frankenstein. I also haven't read Frankenstein.
Well, this is it's not.
That's one I've tried to read and can't get through.
Exactly. That's your wicked. Has anyone here successfully read Mary Shelley's Frankenstein?
I have, and it's not. I mean, they take little pieces from it,
Mhm.
but it's definitely Guillermo del Toro. It is
Yeah.
not Mary Shelley.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So I'm excited to talk about this movie because I've seen it now twice, and my thoughts shifted kind of drastically between the first watch to the second watch, but we'll get into that. But for the intro question, we've kind of already started. But before we talk about the movie, I would love to hear everyone's pre-existing history with the Frankenstein property before going into this movie. If you had read the books, what other versions you had consumed? I'll go first because I'm talking. For me, my first introduction to Frankenstein was Wishbone. And that dog introduced me to a lot of great classics.
Yo.
There was a Wishbone
Ah.
episode, and I remember even as a child being terrified that I was going to watch the Frankenstein episode of Wishbone. And I didn't find it scary. I found it kind of boring. So there's that. Then at some point in my life, I saw the Universal one, like the the ultimate Frankenstein movie that gave us like the bolts and the Frankie that lives in everyone's head. And I remember thinking, not good, just boring. And that is still kind of where I stand on that movie. I think Bride of Frankenstein is a phenomenal movie.
Bride of Frankenstein is better, but you're still killing me. You're still.
I was gonna say, I really, whenever you got me to watch that original Frankenstein, I was actually really happy. I was like, oh, good. I'm so glad I finally watched this.
I think Bride is so much better. But there was, when I was in university, the second time National Theater Live broadcast their production of Frankenstein, and the gimmick with it was that they had two actors who rotated between Victor and the creature at every performance. And so I went to go see it twice because they recorded it twice with both casts. And the two actors were Johnny Lee Miller of Eli Stone, as well as Dexter. I think he's a villain in Dexter at one point, as well as Benedict Cumberbatch before he was super famous. This was like during
I've seen the pictures of Benedict Cumberbatch doing Frankenstein.
Yes, and it was really good in my opinion. It was really good when Benny played Victor and Johnny Lee Miller played the creature. When it was flopped the other way, I found it less engaging. But I think that production is my favorite version of Frankenstein.
Benedict Cumberbatch is kind of intrinsically too smart looking to play
the creature.
The creature, and like even his voice, like I just don't even know how he would make his voice sound like something that would be believable as the creature.
And he was still really great as the creature, and he is, I think, a stronger actor between the two of them. So he was great in both roles, but I felt like Johnny Lee Miller was better as the creature than he was as Frankenstein. So it was just like balanced better. But there we go. Lauren, tell us about your history with these monsters.
Well, it started actually with the Universal Monsters film, the Universal Frankenstein and Bride of Frankenstein film. I love them both. I just recently watched them over Halloween. And, for me, it's really Boris Karloff. And then in Bride, Elsa Lanchester, although she was only in it for like 5 minutes.
But they're iconic 5 minutes.
Yeah, I mean, literally 5 minutes at the end.
And the beginning. And she's there at the beginning for 5 minutes.
Is she?
She's Mary Shelley at the beginning.
Okay. But anyway, I love just Frankenstein. Like The Creature from the Black Lagoon is my favorite Universal monster, but after that, it's Frankenstein and the Bride of Frankenstein. So I did read the Mary Shelley book, but it's been a while. But I knew enough to know that the Guillermo del Toro version was not a real adaptation of the. It is an adaptation, but it is not like an adaptation of the book. But it is an adaptation of Frankenstein. If that makes any sense.
Oh yeah, it does. It does. We'll talk about how he works out his daddy issues in this more than he made a Frankenstein movie. Vince, what's your history with the Frankenstein?
Well, I think longtime viewers of the show will remember that my first exposure to Frankenstein, I guess, like in an official capacity, is Alvin and the Chipmunks Meet Frankenstein, way back in 1990 something, and I don't know. I thought that was an interesting adaptation. I wouldn't say I've gone back and watched it since, but isn't it strange that like Frankenstein's one of those characters that's like you're not really sure when you first became aware of it? Because I know going into that, I knew what Frankenstein was, or the creature rather.
Yeah.
It isn't until you come to a certain age you realize the creature Frankenstein's the doctor and the creature is just the creature. But I don't know. Yeah, there's some adaptations where the creature's name is Eric, so I thought they were going to give him a name. Like at least I know in
What?
DC Comics, in DC comic lore, his name's Eric Frankenstein. Perhaps like he takes that name for himself at some point. I'm not sure, but it's interesting. I like I don't know. I like when writers run wild with a character that's like in the public domain, and like, you know, you can take all sorts of different directions. And I think Marvel has its own Frankenstein, DC has its own Frankenstein. Everyone's got their own Frankenstein.
Disney doesn't, I don't think.
No, not yet.
Oh, well, I guess if Marvel does, Disney does. But yeah.
Has anyone seen?
I should add,
Hmm.
actually, my first thing of Frankenstein was Young Frankenstein. That was the first like Frankenstein-y kind of thing that I had seen. So anyway, that made me interested in Frankenstein.
Classic. Love it.
Has anyone seen Frankenstein's Monster's Monster?
No,
It's like a David Harbour 45. It's like a 45
Stop
minute
it. Is it as
David
bad
Harbour.
as his Santa film? Oh, God.
It might be worse because it's
Oh,
like a
no.
one-man show
It's
about
so
a
bad.
guy trying to put on this terrible Frankenstein play.
that
And
sounds
it's-
amazing.
I'm not sure, but
Oh,
anyway.
now I have to watch it. I'm like undyingly faithful to David Harbour for some godforsaken reason, and yet
Well, you
nothing is
gotta-
proving me right. Nothing.
Oh, you got to check it out. Frankenstein's Monster's Monster. I
Oh,
think.
God. I have to watch it.
We'll do a show about
David Harbour, Hopper, Red Guardian. That's all you need.
Mm.
That's-
These are the staples I live by.
Oh, he had a bit role at the very end of Brokeback Mountain.
what?
Oh,
Yeah.
damn. I have to
He
go back
was,
and see.
Yeah, he was one of the guys that Jake Gyllenhaal was hooking up with towards the end of the film.
Really?
Well,
Oh yeah.
Lauren, sounds like we have some good watching.
No, exactly.
I mean, it's not recorded, but he was also in Who's Afraid of Virginia Woolf on Broadway with Kathleen Turner and Bill Irwin in like
Oh wow.
2004 or 2005.
Damn.
Yep, that was how I was first introduced to him, and then years later, I was like, "Oh, it's that guy from
That's
Virginia."
that guy.
Now he's in this.
I was going to say, if Kathleen Turner was in it, that was a while ago.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. That would have been like 20-ish years ago. But like she was playing an older person, but he was playing like the young guy, and so just to see him like now being the old person is like, wow, that's time. Time is a cruel mistress. Jeanette, tell us about your history with this monster.
Much like Vince said, I don't really know when I became aware of Frankenstein, but I guess the first time I saw them depicted in a film, I literally can't. I think I might have said this during the week we watched Frankenstein. I was like, I really don't know what other Frankenstein movies are there where it's just like, hey, this is Frankenstein. And like, I don't know of any. Basically, whenever you asked this question a few minutes ago, I was like, I don't know that I know he was just referenced, probably Scooby-Doo.
Mm.
I mean, like, that makes sense. Or like, I don't know. But put it this way, when I was a little kid, because of Budweiser, I thought Elvira was a classic Universal monster. So,
What did she do with
I just, the standees in the grocery store, they had like the creature from the Black Lagoon, Frankenstein, Dracula, Elvira. And I was like, oh, she's cool. So she was my favorite Universal monster until I realized she wasn't a Universal monster.
If she was one, she would be my favorite.
She was my favorite.
Same here.
Yeah.
So,
could be.
like, I just assume, I put all of that kind of in the same time frame. So I assume sometime in the early 90s is when I became aware of Frankenstein. If I had to tell you my favorite Frankenstein adaptation, and I didn't even really, I don't know that it is. It just is someone putting body parts together, so it makes me think of Frankenstein. I don't know if anybody's ever seen the movie May. It's a niche horror film from 2002 by Lucky McKee and starring Angela Bettis, who is a well-known actress now, and also Jeremy Sisto, well-known actor from Clueless. So that is my favorite Frankenstein telling. And then we all know I love Poor Things. So
Mm.
Yeah, it's so strange watching this like so many like so recently compared to Poor Things. Like they're so similar, quite obviously. But
I guess I still don't I don't feel that in my bones. I know it's on the surface, it totally makes sense. I still don't feel that in my bones. I feel like Poor Things is so like in its own. I don't know, and I'm
Yeah.
blind. I'm just blinded by love.
You know what? If you're comparing the two films, I really wish that Elordi's creature had more of a sexual awakening that Emma Stone received in the.
Hey, if
In
you
the Poor
combine
Thing.
Saltburn and this Frankenstein,
Yo, that'd be great.
you
Barry
get a great
Cogan, come on.
we don't know what he did with those wolves when he was like hanging out in the gears. He had some time. He had some time. Oh, Ben's here. Hi, Ben.
Yeah.
Benny.
Aww.
All right, let's talk about Frankenstein. So
All right.
I would just love to hear opening thoughts on this movie. What did we all think? Tell me about how many times you've seen it. When did you first see it? Have you only seen it once? Yeah. We'll start with Jeanette. Down there.
So I have watched it only the once, just because I have been indulging in other films as well. But I really loved it. I did a lot of comparison to Nosferatu, just because I felt like
Ooh.
they were the hype
Oh.
gothy monster films of the past 12 months. So I found this much better than Nosferatu. I never even finished Nosferatu.
How
As
bad
far
is
as the
Nosferatu?
well, it was, and I don't usually use this as a critique in a negative way. It was a little too music video-y for me. It was like very like, here's a scene, here's a scene, here's a scene. What do they all have to do with each other? Frankenstein, on the other hand, I felt told a story, like a movie should tell a story. So I loved that part. I loved the storytelling. I felt like it genuinely was a storytelling film. Literally, there was a person telling a story in the film. So like, there's that. I love the visuals. I thought the score was fantastic. Like, if we're going into this with our Oscar hats on, this is I picked it apart while I was watching it, knowing we'd probably be doing this, and that's where I came out. I think all of the acting's good. I personally, if we're going into this with an Oscar mindset, I am so glad that Jacob Elordi got a nomination. I'm very sad that he most likely will not win. But I am very, very happy that they gave him this, because while Aaron and I were sitting there watching it, we kept looking at each other going, he has to get nominated for this. He has to get nominated for this. So I'm very happy that of everyone, he got one. Really pissed off Mia Goth didn't. I think they're still freaking hating on her for being a horror queen, for being a scream queen. I don't know what their problem is with her. But
I don't know. Did she deserve a nomination?
I don't know. I think I just want Mia Goth to get a freaking nomination one of these days. I'm just so like, she should have gotten it for Pearl. Let's all be. I mean, I don't know if anybody's watched Pearl. She should have gotten it for Pearl.
Good.
I feel like
Gotten it for Pearl.
I wholeheartly agree with you. I think the Academy would be a lot kinder to her if her last name was Cheerleader instead of Goth.
Right.
But like, that's my take.
Mia prepped.
Yeah.
Oh, that sounds like an AIDS awareness thing.
Yeah.
Oh no. Okay. Wow. Right. Moving on, Vince. Tell us your thoughts on this movie. I feel like you're a fan. I think I saw.
Yeah, I am a fan. I spoke very highly of this film when it first came out. I saw it the weekend it was dropped on Netflix, and I wouldn't say my opinions changed, but I no longer think it's the best movie of the year. I'm sort of like, when I see a movie I really like, I'm like, oh, this is the best movie of the year, you know? I thought Weapons was the best movie of the year when I saw it, and I think it's still up there. Weapons is...
That part.
Yeah, I think it's still up there. Weapons deserved more love than it received. It received a
Totally.
It got one award, one nomination.
One
Yeah.
nomination,
And she deserves it.
She
Agreed.
totally deserved it.
So I watched it at first on a fairly big screen, you know, like as far as TVs go. And the second time I watched it on my phone. And I realize this is sacrilegious in many film review communities, okay? But I think it's important to digest a film through multiple mediums to like get a better understanding of it.
This is a modern view. Yes.
Yeah. And yeah, I hate having to quote Marshall McLuhan, but the medium is the message, you know? A little bit of Canadian throwback there. But anyway, do Americans know who Marshall McLuhan is?
I don't even know who Morgan McLuhan is.
I don't,
he was a
but I'm not.
Canadian guy.
I'm not a great yardstick.
I don't know too much about him, but his big line was "the medium is the message," and I don't know. He got like the Order of Canada for saying that, but it doesn't take much. It doesn't take much in this. Anyway, look, I thought the cinematography in this was by and large pretty staggeringly good. You know,
Yes.
there were some breathtaking shots. Matt. You know, the orange sunset and then the white ice and then like, oh, come on. I thought everything on
this channel.
I will say the cinematography was good, but I think that the set design did 70% of that job.
Yeah,
fair. You know, they lent themselves to each other for sure. I love the opening. I liked, it was a little action packed with the rows of musketeers. You know, fire. I guess they weren't musketeers, but they're firing muskets. So anyway, I thought it was pretty cool. I love firing lines, you know, and then you got the guys in the back reloading. That's a cool era in firearms, you know, that are. I guess they're depicted on film often enough, but I like seeing it. So anyway, look, I really enjoyed this film, and I'm looking forward to discussing it at further length.
Lauren, what are your thoughts? You're over here.
Yeah, I actually really enjoyed it as well. Like, even though I'm saying it's not really like a play-by-play adaptation of Mary Shelley, that doesn't mean it's not bad. Wait, what am I trying to say? Not good.
Not good? Yeah.
Yeah. I thought I started the movie and I was like, oh, it's so long. And so I wasn't paying attention to the movie. And then it got to like a part, I can't remember what it was, but I'm like, what's happening here? What's happening? I'm like, oh, now I got to rewind the whole movie. And so anyway, I kind of watched it twice, but one time I wasn't paying attention. But thankfully, the second time I paid attention to the movie, and I really enjoyed it. I thought Jacob Elordi was amazing, and I thought Mia Goth was amazing. I thought Oscar Isaac was fine. I mean, like, I liked him, but he, of the three of them, he was my least favorite.
He was very telenovela, but then I realized, or I didn't realize, but I read that was how he was supposed to be, and I was like, oh.
Oh.
He was very overdramatic, and then like Guillermo del Toro was like, I literally told him to do that, and I was like, oh, well, you might have just cost him his Oscar, but sure.
Yeah.
Interesting. See, I didn't think he was overdramatic. I couldn't find anything that engaging about him, and I've been trying to grapple with this in my mind because I don't have any notes about the performance. I think he did as good of a job as he could, but at the same time, it doesn't feel like an Oscar-worthy performance. And I think that's largely to do with the material in ways that I'm still kind of navigating for myself. And I think it's a similar thing. Like, I've been thinking and ruminating on the same thing with Cynthia Erivo as Elphaba, because when I look at everything she did in isolation, I think it's great. But at the same time, I'm like, was it Best Actress worthy, at least for this movie? And then I think no, but I'm like, why not? Because everything that the actor is doing is phenomenal, but for whatever reason, it's just not landing with me. And that's how I felt about Oscar in this movie.
I think also he is known for being a lovable person and being a good person, and then he's really pretty deplorable in this movie. Like, I don't really think we're supposed to like him very much. And I think that's hard to grapple with sometimes. And if you just throw somebody into that, he needed to dirty him up. I know he was really dirty, but I mean, he needed to do something else. Maybe he needed to disfigure him or something. But like, I just think like Oscar Isaac is too identifiable as this person that everybody, kind of like Pedro Pascal, like identifies as being like a good guy.
I guess I think it made me think of him in Ex Machina, where he wasn't that great, and so I like had a point of reference of earlier career Oscar Isaac, and actually he's very similar in Ex Machina. He was just kind of worse than this, morally, not performance wise. But yeah, after having rewatched it yesterday, I don't think it's as good as I thought it was the first time I watched it. The first time I watched it, I was just so enamored by like, oh my gosh, it's the Guillermo del Toro Frankenstein movie. It's the movie we were all waiting for him to make, whether we knew it or not. Here it is.
Yeah.
And then after the fact, I thought, was that as good as I thought it was? And after rewatching it yesterday, I think no. So I feel like the second half is a really solid and great movie. Like when the creature's like, now I'm telling you my side of this. That part I think is a great film. I found myself questioning, like, what was the purpose of this first hour and a half? Because I don't think the backstory for Victor is that interesting or relevant. I know that he was trying to dive into the whole father-son thing. I didn't think we needed that much time spent on exploring his dynamic with his dad and his mom, and all the relationships to me that weren't him and the creature felt not that interesting. And I didn't think making Elizabeth his brother's fiance versus his necessarily added much. Like I would have preferred it if it kept it like in the book where Elizabeth is his fiance. And it totally felt like him just working out father-son trauma on both sides.
Yeah.
Which I think that's informed by, I watched the documentary on Netflix where he was saying like, oh, if I made this 20 years ago, it would have just been a dialogue between me and my dad, but now it's between me and my father and me and my children. And so with that in the back of my mind, certain lines really landed differently. Like when the creature said, the real miracle isn't that I could speak, but that you might ever listen. I'm like, your kid probably said that to you at one point, Guillermo. That's such an angsty thing to have the monster say. Like, yeah. And I think the resolution at the end seems to kind of come out of nowhere when they just forgive each other and then call each other father and son. I don't know. It feels unearned is kind of where I'm sitting right now.
Yeah, I could see that. I mean, yeah. I think it's a little twisty and turny. It's kind of all over the place. And for the first time in my life, I'm going to say I really could have stood more romance between him and the girl in this movie.
Yes.
Between the creature and the girl in this movie. I would never introduce romance to a movie unnecessarily, but I really think I could have used just a little bit more.
Yes,
Right.
we could have had a love triangle instead of a love square.
Exactly.
Yes.
Why make the monster so handsome if you're not going to do that?
Right?
You know, Guillermo is no stranger to this.
And give us
We've
the
all
story.
seen The Shape of Water.
Oh,
And then she dies so quickly. I'm like,
I know.
I would have liked a little bit more of this flower leaf giving business.
Oh, that was so beautiful. That was and I think I wanted more of that. When I was doing my rewatch yesterday, again, I realized about an hour and a half in that I found the Victor side so not engaging, and I was almost checked out of the movie until it got to that point when Jacob Elordi creature was like looking at the water and looking at the leaves, and I was just like, this is a gorgeous movie right now. Like everything that he's doing non-verbally. If the whole movie was some variation of this, oh my gosh, give it the Oscar. But
hey, and you know what? Isn't Jacob Elordi nominated for supporting actor? And I'm like, see, that shouldn't be not necessarily that shouldn't be so right now. I'm saying overall they should have given him more screen time than Oscar Isaac. Because he was killing it.
The supporting performance categories have kind of become a joke over the past.
It really is. It really is. It really
None
is.
of them are supporting roles. Really.
Some of them are, but that's the problem, is that you have people who are in literally the title role, and then people who, like, I'll tell you right now, before we even whatever, I think Sean Penn should win supporting actor. And I'm not even like a big supporter of Sean Penn. I think Sean Penn should win supporting actor. I don't think Jacob Elordi should have to fight him for it. I think he should be, and I don't think Jacob Elordi would win either category, but I think that he should be in leading.
Oh yeah. Well, it's the same thing with Wicked. Even though she wasn't nominated this year, like Glinda's a lead role. There's no reason that Glinda should have ever been campaigned as a supporting role, unless, well, it's not the Wicked Night. But if I was in charge of making these two movies, first movie would have been which it kind of was, very much Elphaba lead, Glinda supporting. Then it's inverted for the second movie, where it's the Glinda movie and Elphaba is the supporting role.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like if they'd gone that route, and if Cynthia was campaigned as supporting in this second Wicked movie, and the movie was more focused, like more Glinda heavy, then maybe things would have turned out differently. But even just looking at last year, the two people who won supporting actor awards were not in supporting roles. They were very much the leads of their respective movies.
Who won again? I forgot.
It was Avatar Girl in the bad musical that wasn't Wicked.
Oh God, yeah.
Yeah. And
I forgot about that one.
yeah, right. We all did. And Kieran Culkin in
Right.
I can't remember what it was called, but he's the lead.
Yeah, I know who you're talking
Yeah.
You lift him out, there's no movie.
There's no movie. Yeah.
By himself. Like there's two leads. Like two leads can be the same gender. I think that's what people kind of get like caught up in. It's the same with Wicked. Like they're both leads, but whatever. Yeah. So that's my opening thought about this. Oh, also, how did everyone feel about his brother dying and then saying the whole theme outright, where he's like, "You're the monster, Victor"?
Yeah. I mean, again, it's very telenovela, but that's what he said he was trying to do. So I have to trust that that's really what he was trying to do.
But did it pay off? Did we need it to be telenovela?
I didn't notice it in the moment. I only noticed it afterwards. And I have seen people bring that up, like how melodramatic their certain moments are.
Yeah. I remember that line, and I thought.
Yeah. So, I mean, it didn't bother me in the moment, so I must have not minded it. But yes, it seems kind of silly in retrospect.
A little bit. Yeah. And I think another thing that shaped my view of this movie was someone pointed out that visually, even though it's spectacular, it looks like a video game. And I can't not see that now. Yeah. And
I thought it looked more like 300 than a video game, but maybe they're one and the same these days, and I don't know that.
A little bit.
Yeah. I think specifically with like the wide landscape shots and the tower. Yeah. I see that. That's like where it looked like that's clearly the aesthetic they were going for. Like it wasn't cheap, right?
Yeah. It's sad because Guillermo puts in all that physical. He does the physical stuff so that nobody thinks that, and then they think that anyway.
And so, and I'm wondering if that's just how we're conditioned now, that we just assume everything is fake, even though, like, again, when I watched the Netflix doc on the making of it, I was shocked at how much of it was practical, even if they were models. But it still looks to my eye now as CG.
Like the arm at the beginning, that looked great. When he got the arm to come to life, I loved that.
That was magic.
Yeah.
I loved that. I agree.
That was spectacular. But I agree with you, Matt, on what you said. They should have cut back the first half of the movie. They could have trimmed a lot of that fat, which would have they could have made this a 90-minute film, I think. Well,
yeah,
I don't know, maybe maybe 105 minutes. Yeah. Who knows?
But just to make the film longer, can we please, I'm asking down here, more Christoph Waltz, please. I don't care what we have to do. I don't care what we have to do. Can we just get him in there more? I just want more Christoph Waltz.
I want to talk about Christoph Waltz's character, because I think that was one of those things where I thought to myself, what was the payoff of this? Even though we love Christoph.
Yes. That was the payoff. You just said it. Christoph Waltz is in your movie. That's the payoff.
And if your whole ulterior motive is that you want your brain put into the new body, why did you wait so long to ask?
Yeah.
Why did you wait until the last minute? But yeah. So why do we think that character was added? Or was he added? Is he in the book? He's not in the book. Lauren?
No, I think there's some nebulous benefactor that you see every now and then, but he's not a huge character. I think. I don't know. I read the Spark Notes in high school. I was supposed to read the book, but I did not. So I think Lauren would know better than me here.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure.
Okay, well, whether he's in the book or not.
It's been a while since I've read it, so
you need a guy, you need a character to enable Victor, because Victor's a nobody if he doesn't have someone with money backing him,
Yeah.
I guess practically. And it gave us Christoph Waltz. I feel like it was just a waste of Christoph Waltz. I think that's where I'm at. Yeah. Yeah, waste of Christoph Waltz.
I also really love, like, if we could just, I mean, I doubt they'll do a Halloween Horror Nights house of this because it's not their Frankenstein. But if I could get a giant room with the body pit in it, that giant weird, like,
Oh, yeah.
sloping body pit, that thing was wild.
Ugh. In every
The
Guillermo
thing is
movie, there's always going to be
crazy.
one image that unsettles me and stays with me far longer than I need it to. And for this one, it's Christoph falling down that pit and then his head cracking open and the brains falling out. I was like, this is horrible. I hate that I'm watching this.
I just love that big giant pit. It's crazy looking.
That pit's not practical.
It's not. I love it. It looks like they're going to shoot a music video there. Somebody's going to be on like wires, like dancing.
Okay. Jeez. So let's talk about the creature. Let's talk about Jacob, but then also the design. This is a very interesting departure from what I think anyone expects the creature to look like. How does everyone feel about what this creature looks like? Let's start with Lauren.
I actually really enjoyed him, even though he's very different from the Universal monster and from the book. Like, you know, the fact that in the book he doesn't really talk. I mean, like he may, you know, it's much like the Universal monster, you know, kind of like me, you know, me Frankenstein kind of thing. He didn't talk in complete sentences and so eloquently at some, you know, some points. So anyway, I like the way that they did him in this film. I thought it was it at least made it interesting and different. You know what I mean? And I just thought that he was so good. Like I like there are parts where I wept, you know, like with the blind man and
Yeah.
all that.
Yeah.
That you know, that I thought that they did that. So, you know, I was curious to see if they would do the blind man, and they did it so well.
That's one of the parts they did the best, I think.
Oh yeah, that whole section is the best part of the movie, I think.
Yeah, and that's what really sold me on the whole movie was that particular scene. Was that, you know, like, okay, I get it now, and I just really enjoyed this just because he was different, you know.
Well said. Jeanette, what did you think of creature design and Jakey?
I as I've already said, I was very happy he got nominated because I think he very much deserves it. I think the acting is there. The way he brought this particular version of the creature to life is good. I am also in admiration of how they worked intellect into the creature, because if we're going to work off of this, he's an operating human, he's got operating organs, and his brain's working, then he would learn. So I feel like that was pretty fantastic to go with that theory. I am always going to be a fan of a Guillermo color palette. I think that just the blues that they went with to bring this character to life were really wonderful. Setting him against ice in a large portion of the film was really smart. He looks really good in that setting. So just to reiterate everything I said about set design, I think that the set design complements the creatures, complements the costumes. And in this case, I also thought it was really nice that we got a Frankenstein with hair. That was nice. He's got like somewhat like kind of long hair. That was cool to see. So, yeah, no, I'm a big fan of this particular design and execution of the creature.
Vince?
Yeah, you know, look, at first I didn't love it because canonically, I believe he's supposed to be yellow. Like, he's supposed to look very jaundiced.
Yeah.
But, like, then, you know, obviously you've got, like, the interpretations where he's green. That seems to be the most mainstream one, and I never liked that. I never liked green. But, like, if we're going to do really pale, like, where, like, he doesn't have any blood coursing through his veins, he's just running on bare electricity, and, like, I get that. That's kind of cool. You know, I think, so at first I didn't like it, but they won me over. They really won me over. And I thought the lines, like, going down, like, it was all good. Like, the suture marks, I thought it was pretty well done. But it was like this he rode this very fine line between sleek and this guy's a little messed up, but still keeping him handsome. And you know what? Guillermo's vision works in this, at least.
Yeah. Yeah, I keep thinking he looks like a puzzle, like a little 3D puzzle boy. Yeah.
Puzzle boy.
Yeah, a little 3D puzzle boy. And I think it works. I agree. I think visually it's off-putting, but still like there's a beauty to it, which is really nice. The hair thing is I find really interesting because again, going to the documentary I watched, either the costume designer or the hair designer was talking about how like he has different colors of hair just to reinforce like both the cool factor, but also the fact that he's made of different body parts. So the hair would be different. I think that's really fun.
I also think it was super smart to cast someone as big as he is.
Right.
And like, put it this way, like he's imposing in the film, right? He hulks over everyone, but he's also not like, he's not a hefty guy. He's not he's muscular, but he's not like buff, right?
Yeah.
And I feel like that enables him to have that kind of Doug Jonesian effect where you can put kind of piles of makeup on him and he still doesn't look clunky. So I feel like that's, whereas like someone like Dave Bautista, for instance, you're doing makeup on him, it's all got to be these fine line things and it's all very much against his skin. But this was like a lot of bulk on him. Like there's prosthetics, but then there's the hair, but then there's the costume on top of it. And I think that this was just physically really smart casting.
Yeah, and the fact that it was supposed to be Andrew Garfield until the last minute.
Oh God! Oh, really?
Yeah, he dropped out at the last minute, which is why they like. There's all this press about how Lordy only had like 9 weeks or 4 weeks.
Why?
Very much.
Who did that?
Wait, who's supposed to be?
Andrew Garfield.
Andrew
Spider-Man
Garfield.
2. Yeah.
Whoa.
That mamby-pamby wet blanket?
Can you imagine if it was Garfield? How different the movie would have been?
They should have gone with Tobey Maguire.
Really anybody else. Really anybody else other than Timothy Chalamet. Thank freaking God it wasn't Timothy Chalamet.
Oh, Tim would have knocked it out of the
or
park.
Jared Leto. Please, as long as we can just not have a Jared Leto or Timothy Chalamet, can we have a year without one of them? One, like at all.
Can you believe Leto wasn't nominated for Tron Ares? My goodness.
What is the world coming to?
Yeah. Ben is saying he agrees. It has amazing production design, but there's the digital sheen to the whole thing that undermines the. Well said, Ben. Well,
which is weird because again, there's just so much practical work there. I'm like, I don't know. Again, as my daughter would say in the Gen Alpha slang, I'm glazing it. I'm glazing the look of this film. That's what she says. Yeah. Anytime I say I'm loving something that doesn't need to be loved, I'm glazing it. So
okay, I'm glazing it.
Yeah,
I think it also has the cliche, the now cliched Netflix look to the cinematography, and maybe that's on my TV.
That might be something you're onto more than any of the other things here. That might be something. I might agree with that.
It has that underlit, dark, like very
slightly blue.
Yeah. And so that's actually, I think, my biggest qualm with the nominations, which is something I kind of want to discuss, is the cinematography nomination. Like, I want to dive into.
Can I just say, this is the one that Weapons should have been nominated for and was not. Weapons should have been in cinematography like crazy.
Well, I think where I stand,
that made me so mad.
Where I stand with it is that I'm still really angry that Alice Brooks wasn't nominated for either Wicked movie. Like, less so this year because I maintain what I said about Wicked for Good. But I think her work across both films, but especially last year, maybe not award-winning worthy, but it was definitely, I think, worthy of being nominated. And then when I see this movie, which I think is this year's Wicked in terms of the period piece, in terms of the like fantastical pseudo-fantasy movie, I think this got the nominations that in theory Wicked could have been in contention for, and the fact that this got a cinematography nomination over Wicked this year or last year upsets me because I think the work in Wicked, at least for the first film, and I know that was last year, is far superior to this because everything is so dark. It looks like a video game, but I'm not a cinematography person. So what did everyone think of the cine.
I think Vince and I are in the same boat, right? We both think it's pretty great.
I liked it. I liked it a lot. I thought the Tundra stuff was the best.
Yeah.
Loved the Tundra stuff. You know, I like barren landscapes. I like empty screens. And in my mind, it translates as like, oh, this is breathtaking.
I think that's the easiest to make look good, and I'm with you. My favorites were the funerary scenes. I thought that those were. I mean, the shot of the above shot of the casket, and maybe it was just the production. Again, this might be the production design, not the cinematography. Maybe I was just so entranced with what they had done that that's what I'm doing. But those funerary scenes were just beautiful. Loved it.
Those were good.
Yeah.
I think I was only taken in by the cinematography for the pastoral stuff when he's the spirit of the forest or whatever, like when he's with the blind man with the family. And maybe it was even just because it was like a visual breath of fresh air for me after all the stuff in the castle that felt more video game-ish, just to see a natural landscape and to see it looking really nice.
You just reminded me, you know what I thought of when he was doing that? And again, maybe it's just thematically, but cinematography wise, I think maybe a little bit too. Reminded me of The Village.
Oh, I love The Village.
I love The Village too. That movie gets hated on by so many people. I freaking love that movie. I think that movie's got beautiful cinematography too. So like those wood scenes to me look a little bit like that.
Yeah, but I think from what I remember, I think the cinematography in The Village is better. Just maybe
Shyamalan's got great cinematography in general. So like,
yeah, that's true.
Yeah, I think I'm just taken by how dark everything was in this. And it could just be the TVs that I watched it on, but...
No, it's a very dark film. That was actually one of my big gripes with Nosferatu, was like, I literally couldn't see it. I can't watch this film. I can't. I had to like keep, like, I've turned it off the TV and turned it on my phone. I'm like, I can't see this film. Yeah, this one was, I feel like it was a little dark too.
Yeah. Like it looked nice, but couldn't see it. So,
do we consider lighting in the cinematography though? Because like I guess it should be.
Yeah.
Because lighting doesn't have its own category, and I guess cinematography isn't just limited to camera movements, but like I don't know, the camera movement matters more to me than the lighting. But I love lighting, so
no, I think it is definitely
all in my mouth.
I think it's definitely all one. Again, I'll bring it back to Alice Brooks. Justice for Alice. Like a big part of any time you watch an interview of her talking about Wicked, a lot of it is very light focused, and how like thematically she was always having like the sun rise for Glinda and the sun was setting for Elphaba. So that's why like Popular is written with or is filmed with a sunrise scene, and like it brings in all the pink hues. And Justice for Alice Brooks. This whole season is going to be me saying Justice for Alice Brooks. Justice for Alice Brooks. Another thing I want to talk about with this adaptation, and it might even be my biggest gripe with this movie, is as much as the creature is nearly perfect in my mind in this film, between what Jacob does, I think the design is pretty incredible. I think he's been written to be too sympathetic. And that might be a hot take, because I do think the creature is meant to be the sympathetic character, but I feel like this adaptation strips so much of his choice to willingly inflict pain or evil. And I think that's what makes the book, which I'm not qualified to say because I haven't read it, but my understanding is that that's what makes the book interesting, is that his choice to be a monster is mostly a choice once he kind of gains the cognitive function to identify like his situation in the world, his relationship to Victor. And there are so many beautiful quotes from Mary Shelley along the lines of like, I'm capable of immense love and like immense pain. And since you won't give me love, I'm just going to inflict pain. And like the fact that he says, I'm going to seek out revenge on you, Victor, on your wedding night. There are so many of those little moments that I think this movie strips that character of. And I feel like movies now are in a place where they're not willing to commit to anti-heroes as much as they once were. Like, I think that's another thing that Wicked doesn't do as well. I'll always bring back to it.
I think they just tried to condense his hatred and violence into his quest for Oscar Isaac. Like, he was going to inflict all this on him, even though he hurts other people too. So I see what you're saying, but I think we're supposed to think that all of it is angled and aimed at Frankenstein.
This is why I'm saying that the movie is not a real adaptation of the book, is because they really did change the character of Frankenstein. I mean, actually, it's not Frankenstein. It's not. He's the monster. And that in and of itself says something, that he's the monster. You know what I mean? Frankenstein is Victor Frankenstein, and so I just think that. But I liked what they did with it, so I don't have really any complaints, because it was just made it different. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, you could have done another adaptation of Frankenstein, where Frankenstein's a monster. I see what you're saying though about anti-heroes, and but I don't know. There was just something really beautiful about the way that they did him in this movie.
Yeah.
Vince?
I don't know. I thought I liked them. I don't think it was too much or too little. And you know what? I think we failed his test. You know, you're talking about him failing your test, but humanity failed him, didn't we? You know, he didn't ask to be necromanced into reality. He was conjured forth by some wizard, you know, calling himself a scientist. And then this guy was a total dick to him. Now I'm just explaining the plot, but like, I mean, I wouldn't say he's too sympathetic. I think we're still in the Goldilocks zone of sympathy. And, you know, it's a choice. Look, you're making him hot. You're making him sympathetic. You're like, you could have made him ugly and made him more of a monster. And like, then we're like, okay, yeah, this guy's a bit, I don't know.
He's a little bit like the Crow, right? The Crow kills people, but we're like, whatever. You're back from the dead because you love people and you're a nice guy. You can kill whoever you want. It's fine.
He's exercising the monster within us.
Yeah,
that's what's happening there.
There's another Frankenstein one I like. I think that qualifies, right? He's back from the dead. I don't know.
Oh, it's definitely it's in there. It's in there.
The Revenant.
Yeah, there we go.
With the bear?
No, not the Revenant. I said he's a Revenant.
Oh, okay.
Well, he's almost back.
Yeah, I want to like this movie more than I do, and I just keep thinking back to other films that Guillermo has done, and I think he has done a lot of things that this movie tried to do, but better. Like, I think Shape of Water was a better sympathetic monster story than this was. What else? Oh, Crimson Peak, I think, was a better, like, gothic-y, haunted house atmosphere-y movie than this was. This just felt so overtly sympathetic, which I guess is okay, but then also it's not #not my Frankenstein.
Hey, Pinocchio was better than this. I'm with you there.
Oh, Pinocchio was great.
Pinocchio
was terrifying.
Was stellar.
It was yeah. I think maybe that's another thing, is that I feel like all the movies that I just mentioned, plus Pinocchio, which you just mentioned, I think they all had such a coherent vision that felt very unique to those movies, and this just felt like a little bit of everything. Like, it felt like it was specificity for me.
To agree with you, I don't think anything will ever be as good as Pan's Labyrinth. I mean,
ooh, Pan's Labyrinth.
I will go that far. You know, as far as opuses go, I'm like, to this day, I think that's his best film.
I would probably agree. I don't think I can ever bring myself to watch it again, but I think I agree.
What about Pacific Rim? Wasn't that Guillermo?
It is Guillermo. That's like that weird one-off. Like, every director has one of those, right? Where you're like, oh yeah,
that was
Cowboy.
That was just after Sons of Anarchy, and everyone's like, Charlie Hunnam's going to be the biggest actor of all time, and that didn't.
Charlie's in that movie. Isn't Charlie Day in that movie too?
Oh yeah, two Charlies.
There's a bunch of Charlies in that movie.
Wasn't Charlie Hunnam supposed to be Christian Grey?
Oh my god,
that might have been a better movie. I never watched those, but I like Charlie Hunnam.
Yeah. that could have been the career booster he needed. But anyway, let's talk about what this movie's nominated for. It has, I believe, 10 nominations.
Did well.
Yeah. Sound. How do we feel about this movie for best sound? What do we think about the sound?
It sounded pretty good.
Yeah.
I could hear people talking during explosions. So that's cool.
Chris Nolan could never. Chris Nolan could never.
Michael Bay could never.
What else is nominated for sound this year? Let's see.
Yeah, what else is nominated for sound? See if we think it should win or not.
Surat. I don't know what that is.
I don't know what that is either.
One Battle After Another, Frankenstein, and F1.
Oh,
wow.
F1
Well,
had
you know,
good
F1's
sound.
gonna. I've never
F1 had
seen it, but
really
it's
good
gonna
sound.
win. It's gonna win. Anything with cars wins.
Yeah, cars and war.
Cars
that's
and
true.
spaceships. Cars and spaceships win all the time.
Don't forget about the wars. Cars, spaceships, and war. Okay.
Yep. No, this doesn't stand a chance then.
What about original score? That's something we haven't really talked about. I
thought it was really fantastic.
Yeah,
but what am I thinking of that had a really freaking good score? Who else is nominated?
Begonia.
That's who else has a really freaking good score is Begonia.
One
Yeah.
Battle After Another and Sinners.
One Battle After Another. I couldn't pick that score out of a lineup right now. And anything Sinners is nominated for, we have to assume they might win. So
yeah.
I've seen people posting and speculating that Sinners is not going to win anything.
So no,
it's possible. It's sort of
as of the Substance fan, I can't say that I'd be mad because you know what? We didn't get anything either. So
it's a legendary opportunity for them to pull a reverse Return of the King.
Right?
Yeah.
It would just be such a fascinating Oscar tidbit of history to get to secure the record for most nominations, but then
then not win any of them.
To have the record for most losses. My goodness,
that would be pretty weird. I'm not getting out on any soapbox here. I'm just saying, wouldn't that be weird?
I think what people aren't really discussing is that.
No, I was just going to say, I think it's going to win. I think Ryan Coogler will probably win. Hamnet, I think, is going to win the Best Picture. I haven't seen it, but I just know. and Michael B. Jordan, because he played twins.
That's true.
Okay. Everybody keeps going on about he played two people. I'm like, yeah. Have you watched The Nutty Professor?
Hello. Lindsay Lohan.
Hey,
or
Tom
Austin
Hanks,
Powers.
Express.
Yeah, hello. I mean, no. If anybody uses it as a qualifier, I'm sorry.
Although I do think Lohan was snubbed for Parent Trap, but I feel like only history can kind of put that into perspective. I think she
did better than what's Kirsten Dunst in Interview with the Vampire as far as children actors go. So you know what?
There it is. What was I going to say about Sinners? Oh yeah, I think something people aren't really discussing about the Sinners record is that is not even largely. The record is because they've added the new category this year, which Sinners is a part of, because they added the best casting. Which I am so happy that that's a category, but I feel like we'll discuss that eventually later. Go casting. Justice for casting directors. Okay, best makeup and hairstyling. Something there.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah, well, especially because Elordi is in full body makeup.
Yeah.
There's some CGI to make things look moving and stuff, but that's latex and paint.
Yeah, I would say, for best hair, it's between this and Kevin O'Leary and Marty Supreme.
I think Mia Goth's peacock feather thing wins it just for that.
I'm looking at the nominees in this category, and a bunch of these are movies I haven't heard of or seen. So there's Frankenstein. There's, I don't know how to say this word. It's a Japanese film.
Oh.
Cockhole. I'm not. No, it's
don't say that.
What?
Like, what?
Did you just say cuckold?
Oh, jeez.
The Japanese for
All
flowers.
right.
Sinners, The Smashing Machine, and The Ugly Stepsister. What is that movie?
Oh, so Ugly Stepsister. I haven't watched it yet, but I am going to watch it before the Oscars specifically for this because from my horror community, I've heard so much good stuff about that movie. Like it's supposed to be really good. Yeah, it's basically like like the Stinky Cheese Man, or not Stinky Cheese Man, but like the like the alternative fairy tales version of Cinderella.
So like
You know what I mean?
Oh, cool. Cinderella?
Yeah, but like the ugly, how like they do all those weird things to themselves where they cut pieces of themselves off? It's basically all about that.
That sounds amazing.
Yeah, so I am going to watch this before the Oscars.
Let us know.
I see we have a buddy.
Aw. Hey, buddy.
Oh,
We got a buddy.
Say hi.
Hi, friend.
He's a sleepy buddy. He looks sleepy.
Hey, puppy.
Yeah, yes.
He's a good
He's
puppy.
always asleep.
He's a good boy. All right. Next, we have production design.
Well, obviously, I think it's great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a contender.
I think this might be it. I think this might be the Oscar for production.
Who else is up?
Yeah.
Sinners, One Battle, Marty Supreme, and Hamnet. None of which I've
Hamnet might get it because it's a period piece.
So is this?
Well, and so is Marty Supreme technically, but like you know what I mean.
Come on, Marty.
It's the period. It's English people in the woods period, where everybody likes to call it a period piece. It's old English.
Let's see. Oh, and did we talk about costume design? It's nominated for costume design as well. Because I do think those are the pillars of this movie. I think.
Yeah, I don't know that other than Mia Goth, like what's really astounding about the costume design in this movie?
I think there's a lot of really cool detail work, which is something I noticed last night. Specifically, the scene when Mia Goth visits Victor when like he has the body with the back cut open, and she's like, "Oh, look at the intricate detail." Like I noticed that both of their outfits have like detailing on the spine, like some kind of scene.
Oh, okay.
Like, cool little things like that I think are peppered in. That could
yeah.
I would vote for maybe, but like it's up against Avatar, Hamnet, Marty, and Sinners.
I'm with Lauren. Why is Avatar nominated? They don't wear clothes. They're naked. Like,
They still had to be designed. Someone had to design the loincloth.
Like, and for costume design, striptease.
But then also, like, I can't believe I'm defending Avatar because I do not care for that franchise. But like that mask, the air mask, apparently that little human buddy wears. It just in watching.
He actually, because James Cameron's a maniac. He actually had those engineered, and they're real, and those actors breathe in them underwater, and they're special masks just for Avatar movies.
It looks like nothing.
It's really cool. As usual, James Cameron's ego has created something really amazing.
Yeah. I wouldn't be mad at this for costume design. I don't know. Cinematography, I've given my thoughts. What's up for cinematography? What else is up for cinematography? Marty, One Battle, Sinners, and Train Dreams. The train.
Okay, the fact that Begonia is not is a big problem to me.
What is this Begonia people keep talking about?
Begonia is amazing.
It's on my list. I plan on watching.
Oh,
Begonia.
it's the Yorgos. Oh, I don't.
It's Yorgos and Emma Stone, baby. It's always good.
They did something already. They've done
3 or 4 movies together now. Because Kinds of Kindness was him too.
Do we need more Yorgos?
I will all from Poor Things until the end of my life. I will need more Yorgos now.
Morgos.
He is like Stanley Kubrick now.
One Yorgos film.
I got my mother-in-law watched that movie with us, and she was like,
"Yeah, my mom won't won't stop about how much she hated Poor Things."
I would say pretty much unless your mother is under the age of 40, Yorgos Lanthimos movies are not for them.
Well, speaking of Begonia, it is also nominated alongside Frankenstein for Best Adapted Screenplay.
Ooh. Well, that makes me want to read whatever the hell Begonia is based on.
It is based on. Oh, it's based on another movie apparently.
I did look it up. Yes, you're right. Oh, yeah. It's based on a Korean dark comedy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What is, as curious as I am, I don't think I'm going to look into what Begonia is about. I'm just going to put it on eventually.
Yes, do that.
Yeah.
Please do that.
Okay.
Yeah.
and then text me.
Why?
It's not as hard to watch as like The Substance or something for you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. We'll see. We'll see what happens. Something that I'm noticing right now is that this movie was kind of snubbed for Guillermo because he did not get a best.
That's the big piss off for me. Is that Guillermo's not nominated?
Do we think it's justified? Do we think he deserved a Best Director nomination?
Well, who else is nominated?
For Best Director?
Yeah. I know Ryan Coogler is. I know that Paul Thomas Anderson is.
Chloe Zhao.
Yeah, but it's Chloe Zhao.
Yeah.
Body Supreme, Josh Safdie, Paul Thomas Anderson, Sentimental Value Guy, and Sinners.
I'm just going to say that I would just swap this out with whatever Marty Supreme is nominated for.
Aww.
I'm just going to get rid of Marty Supreme, put this in there. Guillermo definitely deserves it over whoever the hell that guy is.
Over Josh Safdie?
Yeah, whoever that is.
He's the guy who did Uncut Gems.
Hey, that was a good one.
I like Righteous Gemstones more than Uncut Gems. I'll just,
Yeah, I've not seen any of those movies, so I can't really have an opinion yet. I do think it's weird, though, when we get into this situation, which seems to happen every Oscar season, where a film will get nominated for a bunch of, like, top-of-the-line awards, including Best Picture, but not Best Director.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think it's them telling the director, we didn't really want to nominate you, but people said we had to. That's what I feel like it's their snotty little sassy way of saying that.
Yeah, like I remember it happened with A Star is Born with Bradley Cooper. That was a big one. It happened last year with John M. Chu for Wicked, which I would have been happy if he was nominated for that last year. Yeah.
Has Guillermo, did he win for Pan's Labyrinth?
I think he won for Shape of Water. I don't know.
That's the one. Okay, yeah, no, he did. He won for Shape of Water.
Yeah, let's see.
I'm pretty sure.
What he won for?
Pretty sure Guillermo has won before.
Academy Awards.
I know he's been nominated at least.
Yeah. Oscars. Oh, wait. See, the wikis doesn't just outright tell me like he won the best director for. Hold on.
I'm pretty sure it's Shape of Water.
Guillermo
that he won for
Best Director Oscar. Yep, it was Shape of Water, which I deserved.
Yes.
Yeah.
But then I'd also break it down to: is it just because this was an adapted movie that he doesn't get a nomination? Because that seems to be the case. Because I know he was also nominated for Pans. I'm pretty sure. I mean, obviously, he wouldn't have been nominated for Pacific Rim. That's just not typically the kind of movie they were giving that away for back then.
I like when I think about this movie, I think the pillars of it are the visuals, like just how well the production design and the costume design work in tandem. And I guess they seem to think cinematography was a good way of capturing that. So there's that. But I do feel like the flaws that stop it, in my opinion, from being a really great movie would be attributed to the direction. So I'm not mad at it.
I will say this. I said this at the top. I compared it to Nosferatu a lot. Nosferatu was in this cycle of Oscars, and I don't see a damn nomination for it anywhere on this. So,
yeah.
Wait, Nosferatu? No, Nosferatu was last year.
I don't think it was on last year's cycle of Oscars.
Yeah,
it came out last year, but not. It came out in like November or something, didn't it?
No, it was nominated. It was in last year's. It was Best Cinematography nominated.
Oh, was it really? Was that long ago?
Yeah.
God.
It was the holidays. It was the 2024 holiday season.
Jesus, 2025 just flew by.
Right? I know. What a horrible year.
Holy moly.
Here we are.
And it's just getting worse.
Holy
Don't
crap.
worry.
Nowhere to go but down.
Yeah.
Hooray.
That's funny. Wow. Yeah.
Yeah, right here. Yeah, 2024 Oscars. Was it nominated for anything else?
Costume design, I think, now that you're mentioning it.
Yeah, production design and makeup. So.
Yep.
Yeah.
I think it might have won. Did it win for makeup? It might have won for makeup.
Did it? Oh. And I think Robert's making a werewolf movie next, isn't he? Is Robert making a werewolf movie? Probably.
And it's probably Bill Skarsgård.
It always is. It always is. And then Best Picture. Do we think it's winning Best Picture? Is
No.
Frankenstein winning Best Picture?
I've revised my position.
I don't
do
think
not
it's
believe it's winning Best Picture.
It's not gonna. Yeah, it's not gonna.
no. And unfortunately, I'm in yet another year where what I think should win Best Picture will most likely not win Best Picture. What I know should win or not should win. What I want to win is not what I know probably will win.
Begonia or
Yes, Begonia.
yeah, it's hard for me to have
Yorgos isn't nominated either, so
his best work is ahead of him. Yorgos, it's ahead of him. His best work is ahead of him. One day,
Can't wait.
yeah. Like I just hope Hamnet is good. I want Hamnet to win because it's a Shakespeare movie, but I hope I like the movie enough to stand by that.
I'm very much looking forward to seeing it.
I am
Yeah,
too.
that's the one I'm most looking forward to seeing.
It's the only one I still have to see. Oh no, Sentimental Value. But
What
yeah.
about F1? Have you seen F1?
No, I meant that we're covering. I'm not going to watch F1. Are you out of your mind?
I liked it. I liked it a lot more than I thought I would.
Is he? I mean, I wouldn't even watch. I was about to ask if he's naked in that. I wouldn't even watch it if he was naked in that movie.
Well, he does at some point. I think you see.
I'm
his
not.
back.
No, that's not even worth it.
Who's in F1? Who's
Brad
Brad
Pitt.
Pitt.
Oh, is it Brad Pitt? Oh, okay.
I'm
Nominated
still not
for
even
what?
watching it. No. Too many cars.
It's
When
not.
there's more cars. When there's more cars than people, I'm done. I'm out.
What about Pixar's Cars?
Yeah, no, I'm out. I don't watch Fast and the Furious. I'm not watching any of that.
Lightning McQueen.
No.
Okay. All right. Well, it's time for the game. Who's ready for the game?
Game time.
Yay!
I'm doing it.
Let me pull up my scorecard.
I do have water. Yeah.
Okay. So we are doing a classic fill in the blank for tonight's game.
Okay.
Vince, nice sunglasses.
Sounds good.
I have a bunch of quotes from this movie. I've taken one word out. It is a blank. You must fill in the blank. As per usual, if nobody gets it, whoever has the funniest answer will get the point from me. So here we go. All right. Oh, you should probably have something to write with. Got something to write with.
Hold on.
Yeah, something to write with.
Un momento.
What did you say
Oh,
about the rules? I gotta fill in a blank.
Yeah. I'm gonna give you a quote from the movie with one word removed.
Oh, okay.
What the word is that I took out, and if you don't know, come up with a funny answer. And if no one gets the correct word, I'll award a point to whoever had the funniest answer.
Sounds good.
I'm never gonna get any of these because I'm so bad at it unless it's the movie Clue or When Harry Met Sally.
Flames on the side of my face.
Yeah, if it's not Birdcage, I'm probably shot. Or American Psycho. Birdcage or American Psycho. That's it.
All right, here we go. The first one. I will make you bleed. I will make you blank. I will make you bleed. I will make you blank. Oh, it disappears now. That's a new update. That's fun. Bring it back. There we go. I will make you bleed. I will make you blank.
Okay.
Okay. We'll start with Lauren.
Poop.
Very good.
You said make it funny. And poop is always
Poop
funny.
is always funny. Jeanette. Die. Okay. Vince. Suffer. It's going to Lauren because he made us laugh.
Yeah.
You were looking for humble. I will make you bleed. I will make you humble.
Oh.
Next, you may be my blank, but from this day forward, I will be your master. We'll go backwards this time. We'll start with Vince.
I don't know.
I knew. I was gonna say. I don't think "daddy" was an appropriate term back then, right?
Jeanette.
The more culturally appropriate word for "daddy."
Okay. Lauren.
I went with. Wait, where'd it go?
Cavalier.
Cavalier.
Hold on, sorry.
Classic.
back there. What the hell? Oh my god! I'm using an app that it's just not. Anyway, I went with Lover.
Love
Love it.
Well, I'm going to give it to Vince for Daddy. We were looking for Creator.
Ah.
Oh,
Yeah.
fine.
Of all the parts that make that man, which one holds his blank? Of all the parts that make
Don't
that
make me
man,
go there. Don't
Which
make me
one?
go there.
holds his blank.
Is it in the same place as Chicago?
What'd you say? What?
The word you said earlier.
I'm just gonna go with it. I'm just gonna go. You know, I'm never gonna get any of these, so I'm just gonna come up with.
We'll start with Lauren. Which one
Of course,
holds
you
your
have to go with pee-pee.
Jeanette? Heart. Okay, Vince.
Soul.
It is Soul. Vince. you
Hey!
got it.
Oh.
Oh,
I'm gonna get a little
huzzah!
high.
Well done. Okay. Blank does not bleed, Victor. Flesh does.
Oh,
Blank does not bleed, Victor.
let me try and actually do this one.
Blank does not bleed, Victor.
No.
It's one word.
Can you put it up again?
Yeah. There it is.
Blanket does not bleed, but
Flesh does.
Okay.
We'll start with Jeanette.
Love.
Love, okay. Vince.
Steel.
Deal, okay. Lauren.
I have nothing. I'm going to go with Jeanette's answer and say love.
Love? No one gets a point because no one made me laugh and no one was correct. We're looking for Ivory.
Oh,
Ivory
who
does not
said
bleed.
that?
Flesh does. The dad at the beginning with little Victor.
Oh, Charles
Oh.
Dance, the great Charles Dance from Game
Charles
of Thrones and The Crown.
The Crown. Who is he in The Crown?
He was Lord Mountbatten, you know, the secret Nazi.
Oh, which season or like which
I don't know.
era?
Lord
I don't
Mount
know.
Bottoms. What?
Now,
Mountbatten.
Oh.
Jeanette gets a point for that. Hold on. Jeanette gets a point for that. For Mount Bottoms. There we go. Okay. Next. Victor, you only listen when I blank you.
Oh, does it rhyme with blank?
Victor, you only listen when I blank you.
I want to say something, but it's inappropriate.
I
Because
gave you a
some
point.
of my answers haven't been inappropriate.
We'll start with Lauren.
I'm just going to say the F word.
Okay. Jeanette.
I said spank you.
Vince.
I've got a different type of F word.
What? I'm gonna give it to Jeanette because spank is funny. They were all funny. It's hurt. You only listen when I hurt you.
I mean, that really could fall into all of those same.
Exactly. Really determined then.
Next. Blanking something does not make it true.
Oh, well, that's pretty easy, I think.
Is it though?
Maybe.
Blanking something does not
This
make
is also a word that I commonly misspell, and I'm pretty sure I did it again.
We'll start with Jeanette. See if she misspelled.
Believing.
Okay. Vince.
Saying?
Saying. Okay. Lauren.
I put imagining in
It
my.
was believing. We were looking for believing.
Oh, well
Yes.
done.
You got the point, Jeanette. You got the point. Okay, next. The hunter does not blank the wolf. The hunter does not. What?
Is this from this movie or Pillion?
I don't know. Why not both? Porque no los dos?
The hunter did not blink the wolf.
Just blank the wolf.
Maybe, hold on. I don't know. I don't even have a fun answer. Well, I do have one, but I've already used that answer.
Let's start with Lauren. We'll start with Lauren.
With me?
Yeah.
I went with save.
Save. Okay. Vince.
But kill.
Kill. Okay. Jeanette.
Yes.
None of you made me laugh, and none of you got it right. We were looking for hate.
Oh yeah.
People did not hate the wolf, and the
I don't know.
sheep.
Maybe they might hate the wolf.
They might though. They might, but that's not what the creature is
All right, fine.
getting at. And he's just learning words and concepts. Like, okay. If you are not to award me blank, then I will indulge in rage. If you are not to award me blank, then I will indulge in rage. We'll start with Vince on this one.
A bride.
Bride.
Oh.
Cute. Jeanette.
I think Frankenstein. He's talking about Oscar Isaac.
Okay. Lauren.
I think.
I said peace.
Peace.
Yeah.
No one gets the point. No correct answers and no laughs. Love. If you will not award me love,
Oh,
you'll indulge in rage.
actually, that makes a lot of sense.
Next. In you, I have blank something truly horrible. What? In you, I have blank something truly horrible.
I'm failing.
I mean, someone could go for the humor point. In you, I have blank something horrible. Truly horrible. Start with Jeanette.
Created.
Created, okay. Vince?
That might be the right one. I put topped. What's that?
An interesting choice.
I don't know. Isn't that what Mary Shelley was going for?
Yeah.
You're thinking of heated rivals, Vince. Lauren?
I made the simpler of created and went with made.
We were looking for created. Jeanette.
Oh!
Well done. And finally, blank.
Stella. No, I don't know.
Just blank. Just blank.
Okay.
Just blank. Start with Lauren.
I went with Frankenstein, but pronounced Frankenstein.
Frankenstein. Very nice. Jeanette?
I just said arg.
Lauren? Or you're not Lauren. Vince?
But it's alive.
Oh,
I was looking for Victor. Victor.
Oh,
Because he just
my
keeps
God.
saying Victor.
Victor.
Victor!
Okay.
I think Frankenstein is.
Frankenstein.
Frankenstein.
All right, well, I'm going to give you your points now. Lauren has 1. Vince has 2. Jeanette has 4.
Hey.
How many points do we want to wager for the bonus question that I haven't thought of yet?
I gotta bet it all.
Is that all?
I'm
Okay.
gonna
All
go
in.
with 5.
What? Lauren, you're going with 5?
I'm all in.
Betting beyond your means. Matt's gonna send guys after you if you can't pay up.
Jeez. Okay. Your question is hold on. I need okay, no, I think I know what I want to ask. I think I know what I want to ask. I just need to double check. Yes, here we are. There was another Frankenstein movie made in the 90s, not directed by Kenneth Branagh, directed by somebody else, but Kenneth Branagh is in it as Victor Frankenstein. Who played the creature in that Frankenstein movie? Please write down your
Wait, what did you say?
Who played the creature in the 1994 live-action Frankenstein movie?
Was it TV or cinema?
It is cinema. Oh, it is also directed by Kenneth Branagh. And he also starred as the Doctor, not as the creature. Who played the creature? Tom Hulce is in it. We love him.
Tom Hulce is in it? Oh, I might watch it. I love Tom Hulce.
Yeah, he's not the creature, though. That's not the answer.
I was going to say, you just gave away that he's not the creature,
Right?
though.
No, it's true. Helena Bonham Carter's in it, too.
And she's not the creature.
That was my guess.
Oh, gosh, 1994. Okay.
Okay, I got mine.
It is a name that everyone will know.
Okay, okay.
This person is pretty high up there.
Shoot. I'm trying to think of who
Or
was big
low
then.
down there.
Ooh.
I know what you're talking about, dude.
What?
We're on the same wavelength here.
My God. Okay, does everyone have their answer?
Oh, yeah.
Start with Vince.
Kinda.
Low down because it's Danny DeVito. Come on. Come on. Do I still get points for laughter?
We'll see. Oh my God. Can you imagine the super serious Kenneth Branagh directed Frankenstein?
Venta!
Jeanette?
I don't know. Steve Gutenberg.
Okay. Lauren?
It's good.
And I went with, because it was the 90s and Kenneth Branagh worked with her quite a bit and I think was married to her at that time, but Emma Thompson.
Oh.
That's romantic.
It was Robert De Niro.
Really?
Stop it!
No,
That's
no,
not as unbelievable as
crazy.
Danny
I remember this now.
That's as unbelievable as anything.
Well, Vince won. I've decided.
Yeah, I think this is the closest to Robert De Niro of all of us.
I got an Italian at least.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
All right.
They were both Italian, so.
Yeah, exactly.
Whew. Okay. Well, there we go, everyone. That was Frankenstein. Yay! Next week we are back and we are talking about the Skarsgård movie. Which one's
Sentimental value.
Sentimental Value? I am a sentimental value. It's a song from Wicked. No one would know because it's not nominated this year, rightly so. So there we go. Quick, everyone, closing thoughts on Frankenstein 2025 edition. We'll start with Vince.
Look, it's not the best film of the year, but I enjoyed it. It's worth the price of admission, especially if you're just watching it on Netflix. And probably not Guillermo's best work, but look, that's a really high bar. It's still a good movie.
It's true.
And I enjoyed myself. The cinematography was good. The Tundra stuff was great. Good firing lines.
Yeah.
Look, check it out, man. But I still think Bride of Frankenstein is also very much worth watching. I always recommend a Frankenstein binge. Do it up, people.
And we have Maggie Gyllenhaal's Frankenstein movie comes out in a matter of months. So
Yes, with Christian
Right
Bale.
on.
So
Yes.
very excited.
Oh,
should be a good time. And Jessie Buckley, who might be an Oscar winner by then. So movie to watch. Jeanette, what are your closing thoughts on this movie?
That I think that if you're looking in this new age of Gothic cinema that we're getting, I think this is a wonderful touch point for it. And I think it's a little bit easier to follow than something like Nosferatu. And if you're a Guillermo del Toro fan, you're going to love it.
yeah.
What's it? Lauren?
Yeah, I liked it. I thought it was an interesting adaptation. It wasn't the Mary Shelley version, but I don't think he actually said that it was going to be adapted from Mary Shelley itself. So that there's that. I thought that Jacob Elordi was great. Somebody we didn't really talk about was Mia Goth. I just loved her in this film.
Yeah.
Just loved her. I mean, Pearl is her swan song, but she was amazing. She looked amazing. I loved I loved the fact that she was the one with the color in the film.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought that was really interesting choice and well done. So anyway, I liked it. It's not going to win Best Picture. Not going to. Well, he wasn't nominated for Best Director, so he's not going to win that. I don't know if it will win anything, but I enjoyed it.
Yep.
Nice. Yeah, I more or less agree. Like watching a Guillermo movie is always better than not watching a Guillermo movie. It's not my favorite of his. It was fine. I think it's similar to Wicked for good. To my mind, it's not as good as I think it could have been. And for me, the missed opportunity there is sad. But for like what he gave us, it was fine. I think the nominations that it got, my cinematography and my unpopular opinion, were all merited. So yeah, just love seeing a Guillermo movie represented at the Oscars because I think he makes genre cinema prestigious in a way that's good for the genre. Yeah. Anyway, there we are. Next week, Skarsgård in all of his glory. I think he's the front runner for Best Supporting Actor, maybe. So we'll see what might beat out Jacob Elordi in his naked monster suit for the golden statue. So there it is. Okay, well, it's that time. Tell everyone who you are, where they can find you, and anything else you want them to know. We'll start with Lauren. Hi, Lauren.
Oh, I'm Lauren. I'm with Lauren's Toy Box. I've taken a little break from it just because the holidays and then my birthday came up, and then I needed a new phone and et cetera, et cetera. So, but you can always find me at Lauren's Toy Box on YouTube, on Instagram. I'm no longer on TikTok because of certain reasons. And I can't remember where else I am, but Instagram is a good place to to be, and Threads. So yeah, and that's it for me.
Thank you, Lauren. Vince.
Oh, hey, how's it going? Thanks for watching, folks. It's always a pleasure to see you. You all look so handsome tonight. Can I just say, all you folks at home, whatever you're doing with your hair, it's working. It really is. I gotta go. So look, you guys can follow me on Instagram at Vinny Ridge, or you could follow me, I think, on TikTok at Vinny Ridge Media. I think I don't think I've been banned. I haven't posted in a long time, and follow me on Threads. I respond to people's comments on Threads, and I get like 50 views on everything I post. 2 or 3 likes. Let's bump up those numbers, team. That's also Vinny Ridge. It's a Canadian military war pun, so have fun with that one. See ya.
Hi. Yeah, my name's right there. You can find me at TinkerJ787 on Instagram. And that's the only place Facebook, but nobody does that. Yeah, you can find me there. And here on Wednesdays, you can find me. And you can catch me watching the Oscars. Yeah, I'm super stoked. I'm very excited for this Oscar season. I've seen more movies ahead of time this year than any other year. I'm so excited. Yay for Oscars. I'm ready.
Yay. And it's me. This is my channel. Thank you for watching. Those who watched, thank you to my cats who always support the channel. And yeah, join us next week. We're going to talk about sentimental value. That's the one. And keep an eye on the channel. Eventually, I'll have a new video. They take so long to research and write, but I am very excited about the one that I've started researching. It's about the Oscars this year and years past, one very specific year. It's gonna, yeah, I won't say more. It's gonna be a very fun video though. Yeah, otherwise you can find me on Instagram. I was gonna say not at Teacup for One. That does exist, but the main account is at Yipchuck, which is my last name. Also, I guess I am on TikTok. I might get rid of it too. Who knows? We'll see. But until then, friends, my name is Matt and I have 2 degrees. Happy Oscar season. This has been the Teacup for One. How do I end this?